What's your name?
John Marks. I was in the Christian Centers of Hope over on Baldwin that kind of closed down, so now I'm trying to get back on my feet, trying to regain myself as a person, and when I get my house, I'm trying to help other people that's in need as well.
Do you have family?
Yes, I do.
Your parents?
My dad's living, my mom's dead.
Where's your dad?
Somewhere in Romulus.
Why don't Did you go ask for help?
Yes, I did. And his house is actually full right now because he has 2 roommates. So
he can't help you?
Not at the moment. This could be another day living on the streets until someone blesses me, God blesses me, we're at home.
It's a bigger problem than a lot of people think, especially in Oakland County. A lot of people say, there's no homelessness in Oakland County or no teenagers sleeping on street corners. We see kids from all areas, from Holly, Clarkston, Rochester, Troy, Royal Oak, Berkeley, Birmingham, doesn't matter. Mental illness, drug addiction, and socioeconomic issues are everywhere. Josh, where should I go? My name is Melissa Hope. I've been with Common Ground Street Outreach. Been the manager of the Street Outreach program since 2003. A lot of times we'll have kids that either are stealing or participating in commercial sex work or selling drugs or anything. We'll have a lot of, especially young girls, who will participate in sexual acts for a place to stay that night or a meal. They know that's the only reason this person is talking to them is for sex. But they also know that person's going to buy them a hot meal, give them a couch or a bed to sleep in that night. So they don't consider that prostitution, but it's survival sex. So we have a lot of kids that are participating in survival sex. We had someone who would buy beer for teenagers if he could lay in the bathtub and anyone who had to go to the bathroom came in and peed on him, and he would supply the beer. It's gut-wrenching, some of the stories. And it's all happening right in our backyard. And we've had kids where the first time we met them, they were spitting at us or throwing stuff at us and telling us to, F off pretty much, because they didn't want programs. They didn't want people to tell them what to do because they've been hurt so much. And then after, sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes it takes a month, but sometimes it does take a few years to build that trusting relationship and just let them know that we're okay, we're not here to hurt them, we're only here, tell them if all they want is a fruit roll-up, then we're willing to give them a fruit roll-up without asking their name. So it's that building of trust that's most important to street outreach. Some of the kids we've had, I think, 3 or 4 heroin overdoses in the last 10 years.
At least.
We've had 2 kids murdered that we know of. 1 kid severely injured by getting pulled under on a train. 1 youth killed by a train.
We've had youth come into the center shot.
Oh gosh, that was a crazy one.
Shot through the leg.
And asked us to help him because it was the only place he knew that was safe. No insurance, has a record, had a warrant out for petty something, and he came in with a gunshot. No kid is going to voluntarily leave a loving, caring, supportive home. There's always an issue. There's always a reason.
My name is Taja Beard. I'm 18 years old. I have a good personality. I like to stay in the books and listen to music a lot. I write my own music. I do poetry. I play sports. I don't have really any support from my family, and I don't even talk to them. So it's like I have, no family. So I'm just trying to figure it out on my own. My mom, she had my brothers in Hawaii, and things didn't work out. I was born in New York, and I ended up going back to Hawaii with her. And I'm not sure exactly what happened, of why she started doing drugs. But she was doing drugs and she lost custody of me. So I was living with my aunties and uncles and different people. And one day I I don't know what happened. I don't know. My grandma ended up wanting me. My grandma here in Detroit. And so I came to Detroit with a lawyer because none of my other family was able to bring me on a plane. So I stayed with my grandma for about 11 years, 7 to 18. And then I ended up moving with my cousin and things didn't work out. So I'm here now. Being here actually helped me. I have a job, I'm in school. So yeah, I'm doing the best and I'm making it possible for myself. I've dealt with it 11 years of my life, and I just have to find a way to stand up to my grandma one day, which I did plenty of times, but just, make the best of it. Yeah, I could have changed a lot of things. I could have, just kept it in my head without saying anything. That probably would have made the problem. But a lot of the times, you want to get what you want to say out. So it just comes out. Well, I'm in school. I'm trying to work towards transferring to another school and maybe getting my own place before the end of the program. And hopefully one day be in law school. I want to be a defense attorney. My uncle actually wanted to be a lawyer and he didn't finish going to school to be a lawyer. So I want to, show that I can actually go through with it. And I like, helping people, defending people.
There are tens of thousands of young people, 20 years and under, who are homeless and basically living on the streets all the time, year-round in the United States. I mean, literally thousands and thousands and thousands of them. Many of them are tied in with their families being homeless, but literally hundreds of thousands are just homeless. It's like Les Mis, you steal for bread in order to keep living, or you sell your body to get money in order to keep living. When you sell your body, you sometimes get to shack up with somebody, so you have a place to stay, you have food. So, I mean, as horrible as it is, you can understand how it can happen, because when you're starving and you're cold and you're on the street, you do what you have to do to survive. 25% of our kids here have two biological parents living together. So 75% of our kids come from broken homes or a single parent family. The thing that shocks me the most, I think, probably is that we find these kids amazing kids, and yet some of the families or some of the parents, they don't see the qualities that they've got. I've seen I've seen families where parents have died and other family members have taken over the parenting role. There are kids who have come here who are like a parent would die, parents were divorced. We see this several times. Say the father is living 1,000 miles from here. The mother dies. There's no other relatives. The father has to take custody of the child. So suddenly, they come up and they don't know what to do with this child because they really don't know the child. They have no parenting skills, and the adjustment is beyond belief, so it's very, very difficult. I really feel that tremendous amount of input is because of the parents and the family and how they're raised, and that the kids need to feel like they're important members of the family. And parents today are pretty busy, so they get kind of wrapped up in their own lives.